We came back to streets of Toronto as we're gonna be doing like this one. As for our pretty best time, it's time to do something for a one more. And because of Spanish servers as well, because that's pretty good, I guess, because that I know this is some kind of just a little bit pretty joke. Let's do it for an LMP1 lap times. We're doing this for a literally first time, starting with the Toyota TS040. Now we're gonna be doing for such as a variant first time, even for your personal favorite. It's gonna be taking for just a little bit one time, using by the sequential transmission. It is really possible that we're going to be starting all the way off into its first couple of weapons. Now, if this is absolutely for an huge likely invalid, I'm not pretty sure this is going to be way to go. And most likely for the first lap wasn't absolutely pretty good for this one. And looks like I say, I'm going to be using for a chase cam, even that is not really possible. But our very first time, and smash it on over to hit the wall, making sure it's going to be taking down into its first gear. Now let's going to be waiting and stop, and because of this is absolutely to take a little bit for is no advantage, we're going to be using for the mouse enabled, just like it's going to be turning on. And before, like I say, it's going to be taking for a little bit for ambitiously to take it all the way for advantage. If this is not impossible, that is going to be really hard than I ever expected. Let's disable this, shall we? And it will be going to be taking for a little bit for getting on to this one. But the last thing is going to be taking for our lap time checkpoint. It sounds like mouse enabled as well. And because it's do something like it's going to be a little bit pretty fast, let's blast this all the way for is a little bit of fifth gear. And take this all the way down into fourth and third, into second. We're just going to be taking all the way for a maximize of the RPM, and we're just going to be taking around for its blast sizer, and this is absolutely going to be taking onto the 6th gear. We're now going to be taking onto the chase camera mode as well. We cannot able to use for a change of amount of cameras or something. So it looks like in the first corner, we'll be absolutely using it for amount for the LMP1 cars as well, which is going to be more faster than the Formula 1 Junior as well. And this is absolutely faster than the GP2 cars, as literally pretty well. After we just absolutely make it for this a little bit of strategy, I might not sure this is going to be taking for a little bit for 6th gear. In our 7th gear, we're going to be taking a little bit slow before we're going to be making on to this various much as well. And because of the LMP1s are literally faster than anyone else, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be taking for more advantage for using about for its other kinds of terms of gears, and we're absolutely using for under 1 minute and 10 seconds, which is absolutely pretty good and about for this only one opportunity. So it looks like in this some kind of server was absolutely pretty mistaken bad. Let's jump out of the car and let's get to be returned back into the garage. The next one is going to be your personal favorite as Jimmy Broadband Audi R18. It's not as I'm going to be absolutely try to use like this. It's the Fuji version in about 418 jousted as well. So it looks like we're going to be getting entry inside of this one opportunity that we're going to be starting against lap times. We officially have for a huge amount of corner kits as well. I think we just made for a huge invalid lap time as during outlap was very terrifying as hell. And because to do something like it's never going to be bent too far. So it looks like we're going to be using about the gear 4 and inside of the Audi R18. It's going to be pretty much stress. I think we're just absolutely inside of his view, and it's most likely going to be mentioned to be, and it will be taking for a little bit much staff, and most likely it's going to be taking a little bit closer and hit the wall. And it's not going to be about for very good that I never guessed. Now let's taking for a 2nd gear, which is the red lap is really invalid, as you're going to be taking all the way inside of this one. But pretty sure that looks like we're going to be stopped right here and make this a little bit very close. And during the out lap, stop right here at the end of the pit exit as well. So it looks like I cannot able to go for a pit entry because due to somewhere for a huge amount of corner cuts as well. And because due to himself, a huge amount of corner cuts itself for just a little bit once. Using right, the gear 7. This is going to be taking for around for a third gear. Let's do this for a little bit for only one thing. And let's blast to this, shall we? To get all the way for this street. And start braking with all of its kind. So let's going to be hitting around for the gear 3rd. I made sure this is going to be trying to beat the Porsche 911 GT96 as well. The 996 is absolutely going to be pretty over here. Unfortunately, that my internet connection wasn't pretty good enough anymore. Because it looks like this is absolutely made for just a little bit of this one. And I can't believe that the Toyota GT1 is absolutely pretty so fast. That Toyota TS040 was literally fast. As you're going to be using to perform the hybrid boost, I forgot to perform the hybrid boost as well. And hit around for the goal for 4th gear to blast against 200 miles an hour. So the LMP1 cars did race there, as always, and you're going to be 0.2 seconds behind of him, and still using about for this going to be hybrid boost. I think we just absolutely already ran out. So it looks like we're going to be taking out the 2nd gear and blasted all the way into the hybrid boost. And it looks like we just got to be 1 minute and 9.181. And that is really slower than Toyota GT1. Whatever this is not going to be taking for, it's going to be bin over here. And if this is not absolutely pretty such a good idea, I need to be more faster than it's going to be whatsoever. Then I must do it for some kind of just jumping out and get back into some kind of just one thing, back into the garage. Since I'm a level 77, I got my personal favorite on at a level 37 before reaching to a level 38 as well, buying for just a little bit for only one thing. Buying for this a little bit for this one, only for unlocking the LMP1 age, and for unlocking for requirements a level 36. Now, if you just absolutely try to do like this, turns out my lap times doesn't even exactly how work it is. And it does not absolutely saying for some kind of a little bit work, because I just when things vary on for a occurrence as well, because due to lost connection. So it looks like we're going to be doing like inside of the Porsche 919 hybrid. We'll be trying to start around the lap times even now. Exactly, we're going to be beating out for the Formula 1 hybrid as well. I see this is not exactly for the Formula 1 hybrid anymore. It's a GP2 car. Now we're going to be exactly how to beat this a little bit once. Before I'm going to be perform a hybrid boost. Even this is going to be really fast as well. That contain about for it's reaching over 200 miles per hour. And how this is going to be very perfect as always. Now it looks like even the just trying to hit the ball. And we're going to be making on to this absolutely for our last lap. If this wasn't going to be necessary, I have to stay alone for just a little bit about what it's one time. So all you have to do is going to be make our fastest lap. To make the fastest lap, we have to stop onto this one before we're going to be making it even to this goal. Even the Toyota TS040 or 919 hybrid reaches up to a 9,000 RPM before it might going to be for our hybrid boost to perform. And looks like we're going to be taking all the way for down to its front. It should be right for eligible for a gear 6. Now taking for a little bit of slow sizer. About for a second gear decade. I think we just absolutely made for a huge major mistake about for this for a Formula hybrid. Start braking. And looks like we just made for absolutely to take on to the gear 2nd. I'm going to be making on to this really fast. In 2 laps. That I should say 2 laps in front of the super lap by using the Porsche 919. Is this is going to be taking already, or isn't it? It's going to be taking for more like these things as well. It looks like 3 seconds behind. Looks like we're going to be taking out with the slower than I actually hit the wall. And to beat 1 minute and 9 is absolutely pretty impossible to do, like I say, inside of Macau in streets of Toronto. So it's not going to be taking for very much until I just got distracted for a little bit one time. So to get things a little bit straight, for making about for higher gears and our great ore for as well, to get to gear number 7 in order to make things a most likely the fastest LMP1 car ever. So it's not going to be taking for all over to this one. And because 8 seconds Anyways, it's not going to be taken for a very good standards until we're going to be before hitting for this 1 minute and 9. It's not pretty good that I never able to say like this. Now let's going to be taking for out for 7th gear, and because of this first reference we're not able to take around for this moment. So all you have to do is going to be hitting around for the 2nd gear, and we're not going to be taking for about for this huge distractions I think, and then we're going to be taking for all of this one and having all the way to the power, as I'm never going to be think that I just might able to use this thing. Oh my gosh, this is definitely taking for a little bit of waste of time. I'm not pretty sure I'm not going to be doing for our best lap. The winner is Toyota TS040, and what we're going to be taking for just a little bit back. Since we finished 2 laps of good laps, is eventually easy for as well. So it looks like we're going to be taking onto a first lap, and we're going to be taking onto the hybrid boost as literally possible by using the 3rd gear and start hybrid boosting all over away, and to do like this and start braking into this one, as we're going to be hitting out to beat 1 minute and 9. And because the Toyota TS040 is absolutely pretty much even insanely more faster, that start hybrid boost is all the way into the 6th gear and lasted all the way to gear 7. Now start braking was all over to this place, and we're now going to be taking for as many much serious as I can. So let's going to be hitting out to the gear 1 and blast it all the way up into here. It's not going to be taken for as very good as very possible. And because of this only one strategy, we're going to be taking out to the 2nd gear. We'll be absolutely for a fuel hybrid boost over here, and we're going to be taking for just an extreme amount of 7th gear. Started to get slowed down and started to get a little bit of wall hit as well. And because there's more reliability, as we're going to be taking a little bit down into 1 minute and 9.5. Now we're going to be taking all over to this one, and all of a sudden it's going to be taking all over to this one into gear 6, 1 minute and 8.181. And that was the most likely the most fastest lap on this planet. That was absolutely it. And that is all that I meant to be for this as well. I make sure I'm not going to be keep on driving, because it's not going to be taking as many more words as possible before distraction is not finished anymore. It will be taken for a couple of hours, and it's got to be more worse as not literally possible as well, because of this one strategy it will be making for exactly extremely very worse as possible, but not very good. And because of this dog keeps on distracting me forever, and many hours ago for just a little bit, it was many minutes as, oh my gosh, and even when 4 guys, so it's going to be getting for many hours literally possible, but I'm not doing this for literally for some more laps. Well, that is it for the professional adventure. So if you like for today's video in about for a decent couple of minutes, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And because of all of this one, because of taking for too long, even for distractions for very long in time and couple of minutes, so I want to please share that this game is linked in the description. And how about this, that you might able to take along for this one, and this is how we beating for 1 minute and 10 seconds faster than a top gear in Forza Motorsport. But looks like that is absolutely for all the Forzas, I guess. And that is it for our professional adventure for this one. So if you just absolutely want it for today, this game is linked in the description down below if you want to race with other friends or some kind of other professional adventures. That you start for the beginning first before getting this car like that. As before, this is absolutely taken for very much fun. That we're absolutely to taking all the way around, and we're having a good time for about for this game, and in for my behavior. And today for just a little bit for getting all the way into its front, and we just absolutely end for our drive. So looks like we're gonna be moving on to the race mode, and pretty sure to have fun with each other for other kinds of these guys. Thanks for watching. That which will be Trevor Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you guys all later, including for cookie runners as well. And before this is absolutely the end of this video, thank you Mayors and Jenna Codes for having for this fun and about for lap times as well. And that was absolutely pretty fun for insane and about for Cars 2 reference as well. So, and about for this, just like I do this, cheer out and looks like for anybody as well wanted to try to race me over itself. Now I'm gonna be really to get away for this good and only to this size. So Porsche 919 over and out, and it won't be gonna be necessary as always. So let's gonna be move on to the race mode for literally right now. Sorry for the great disturbing, because due to the harmless distractions whatsoever and that before.